will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oregon Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. The play-action fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
On the move from inside his 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air, using the quick game. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Gabriel, trying to get to him. He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Trying to escape and get it himself. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally.
Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Immediately fires to the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Working the middle, it's complete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Ducks are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Trying to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. And he's dragged down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. The give from the gun. At the 45 on its way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Maryland, 15.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The lone back's got it. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to pass. It's Edwards. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Reads it, fires complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
2nd down coming up. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. He's got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with